All right.
Well, hello, Eli.
Hello, Virginia.
Snow day, huh?
Snow day indeed. Yes. How about you?
You know, I did go out already. I had to go to the post office, and I'm a Minnesota girl, so therefore, you know, but you have kids, and so you have to have a snow day.
I do, yes. And luckily, I just have them filing papers and doing boring spreadsheet work today. So my 6-month-old is not very good at it, but we can all learn.
Excellent.
I'm
Oh, so I'm going to do some
excited about this.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm very excited about our event. And,
Oh, I am very excited. So I'm going to do a little introduction here first, okay? First, um, I'm Virginia Weiskopf, and we're here to talk about Keys to Digital Marketing Success, the event that's coming up in less than 30 days, Eli.
Wow.
Yeah. And you are one of our sponsors and one of our promoters and one of our speakers. And I'd like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little about your company, and then we'll talk about your masterclass.
Great. Yeah. So I'm the triple threat. I'm the speaker, the sponsor, and what was the other one? The promoters. But my name is Eli Litscher. I've been a founder and chief digital strategist at the Loop Marketing. We're a full-service digital marketing firm in the Merchandise Mart downtown. We love being down there in the tech hub. It's great. I'm broadcasting today, snowbound, but excited to get back down there and get to work. And really, this event has been. I was so excited after doing it last year to do it again this year that I started thinking about all the things that I wanted to tell everybody about. But as being digital full service, the AdWords really is something that we get a lot of questions on, and SEO as well. So we're really, really happy to.
So is this really only your second year? I thought you were with us. Last year was your second year. Am I wrong?
No, last year was my first year. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay. And I'd like to say Eli is such a trooper. What happened the day before the event last year, Eli?
Oh, nothing big. My wife gave birth to to our youngest. So, and I think I just said 6 months, but 6 months going so fast that his first birthday is actually in a month. So I think I've been saying 6 months. He's a 6 month.
I was surprised because I thought it was longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So just prior, actually the day before the event last year, my wife gave birth, and I said, honey, I have a very important event, and she wasn't going anywhere. So and we were, very excited.
No, and it was great. This is our fourth year putting it on. I think the first year you had just joined us as a group, and then you couldn't make it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and then last year you made it, and you had a great class on SEO, which is
great questions, great crowd. It was amazing.
Absolutely. And this year we've upped our game because we're having the 4 master classes in the morning. If you buy an all access pass, then you can choose one of the master classes to be in, but you also get the recordings afterwards, so you can see them virtually.
Right. And here's why I'm excited about the master class. So people tell me they can't get me to stop talking, and that's okay. That's fine. But when I like the master classes because really, when I'm on a stage talking to people, I want to answer everybody's individual questions. I want to talk about their business, but with a great, a large crowd, sometimes that's hard to do. But within a master class, I can't wait to really roll up my sleeves and work with individual business owners and nonprofits and everybody on their individual problems.
It's much more intimate teaching to them in a master class in a smaller room, and that's great. Yeah, no, I think that's a fabulous thing. And the other thing we're doing this year is we're having that VIP lounge.
Yeah.
So that if they buy the VIP pass, you're going to be in there when you're not speaking, so you can actually talk to others one-on-one. And it's that one-on-one that's important, understanding their business, knowing who they are and what they need.
Yeah. And I always give away my knowledge for free. I love doing that.
Yep.
I'm an educator primarily. I have years of experience doing these things, and I just love talking to people and helping people. So when I'm at these events, I encourage everybody that is coming, please stop me. I'm very approachable, and I love, again, answering any questions, big or small. I'm looking forward to ever meeting everybody.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I don't know if you've got the newest update. So Emily from Yelp is coming. You helped make that connection. I'm very excited. We're going to do a talk with her in the coming weeks.
Yeah, lots of questions about reviews. People are always asking me reviews. How do I do them? I'm afraid of them. Those kind of things. That should be a great presentation.
And it's hard to get them. You know, just like everything else, they hear in the stratosphere is what I'll call it, the inbound messages, that everything is easy to do. And it's not. It's work, and you have to have a plan, and you have to work that plan to make all of these things come together.
Or worse, people don't have a plan. They don't want to do anything. They think they can ignore it and it'll go away until they get a bad review. And then they have no reviews except for one bad review. And we all know how that works out. So that'll be great.
You can't get rid of a bad review.
A lot of myths that will be busted
Yes.
regarding that. And I think people should be, people that come to these type of events are the type of people that really are taking everything for, they want to bust the myths. They want to learn the best practices and those types of things. They're really taking the first step, whether they've gone to other events like that in the past, but they're taking that next step and really they're getting the education, finding out why reviews aren't something you should ignore, and what are the most important things to do for that. And just taking one first step, in a journey of 1,000 miles.
Yes. And if I could just tell them one thing, okay, make what are the 3 things you want to get out of this entire conference that you heard, and put them into action. Just take those first steps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's very exciting. Okay. And again, we're having Google My Business, which is great, which is very important because that's where we all need to be.
That's one of the first steps right there.
It is. Whenever I do an educational speech and I'm talking about social media, I tell them, I ask how many people know, how many people are there. And it's like, if you don't take anything else away tonight, go do that. It's free.
And a secret bonus that for those people that do approach us, I will have members of my team there also, along with the Google My Business representative. I'm a Google Trusted Advisor also, and a Google My Business Get Your Business Online partner. We can actually verify people's Google My Business listings on the spot in the VIP room. I haven't let anybody know that yet, but I will have people available.
Guess what? You just let everyone know that, Eli. That's great.
The cover's blown off. I know, yes, but it's the most important thing you can do. It's a free thing for your business. It gets you really in front of Google searchers that are looking for you.
Yes.
If you don't have it, there's no excuse. It's the best thing you can do for your business.
It is the thing you have to do. When you explain to them, when you show them the Google page and there's that local map and you show this is how you get there. Because now what you see on the main page, organic, you may get 2 at the bottom and that's it. Because you get the ads, and you get the local, and then you get just what's down on the bottom.
And it's a free thing. And Google's begging you to do it, So they have people like me, and we have a great speaker directly from Google, but they have people like me that they're begging us to help businesses get this for free. There's no strings attached.
Right.
It's just a thing that we help with because they want the best information out there so that they can continue. Google they always want to continue to be on top, and that's one of the ways
they do. Yes, absolutely. Let's see who else is coming. So we have, I don't know if you know him. His name is Ray Wilson. He's from LinkedIn. He's the Chicago area advisor, and he's going to come and talk about LinkedIn profiles, which is so important because that's where you need to be too. If you're business to business, you need to be seen on LinkedIn. And then I have,
it's a great tool both for people using. People used to think it was just for recruiting or for people looking for jobs, but it is one of the top ways. I've seen some statistics. I don't know, they've changed over time, but there's some statistics that say B2B purchasers. I'm not going to misquote the statistic. A large percentage of them actually have consulted LinkedIn before making a large purchase. So for those people that are doing business to business,
absolutely,
you got to be there, and it's very important. It's not just for people looking for jobs.
And it's interesting.
Also, a great ad platform that it's underutilized now, and you know what that means.
It's very underutilized. We just worked with a client who has a very similar company name to a whole bunch of other clients, right? On other company names, and we had to get the old page taken down because it was their name, but it had other people's employees on it, and we had to work the whole system to get it down so it showed their company with that name. And that's important.
Yeah, somebody might have looked up their company, saw an old outdated page and thought, I don't know. The worst thing about that is with the internet, you don't know what you can't see. You don't know how many people are coming to your LinkedIn page and turning around because it's not what they thought it was. Same with your website, same with everything. If they don't think that you're legitimate and they walk away, the worst thing about that is that you don't know how many people that is every month or week.
No, you don't.
No?
You absolutely don't.
Yeah.
And you have to be diligent because just because you did it and it's there, this company has a name that companies overseas have. And so there was a lot of overseas activities on it, and they didn't want to be known.
Right.
So you can't just leave it, because you have to go in and make sure it's current and all of those things. It's very important.
Absolutely. So LinkedIn is a great guest, and I'm really personally looking forward to hearing what they have to say.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Ryan coming and speaking too. And we're going to do an interview just like this online. So
great.
Live to YouTube. You know, and we have other speakers. We have YouTube speakers. We have Facebook speakers. We have our keynote speaker who is talking about story and branding, which companies have such a
item. Yep.
It's the one thing that companies have a really hard time wrapping their head around. I work with nonprofits, and they think their history is their story. And to get them to break with that is always a challenge. But it's wonderful when they make that step and they move forward.
Yeah. And, you know, even from companies that aren't marketing minded, that's when maybe you want to call in the professionals for something like that. But just jotting something down on a piece of paper with your executives. I just read a great book called Growth Gears. You know, it's a book geared towards people that are running a successful business, but they're not marketing oriented, so they're not growing. Some of the best run businesses, they don't grow because they're so well run that they don't think they need to grow. And this book argues that it's important to take 3 steps. Everybody wants to go to the execution phase, but the 3 steps before that are first you need the insight into the company, then you need the strategy, and then you need the execution. And that insight is that marketing and branding piece. Just coming up with the concept, then taking it to strategy, and then taking it to execution.
It's having that document with all that information in it so that you can work out to all of your channels. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, they say about mission statements and business plans, and what are you going to use it for after you write it? But that's almost not the point. The exercise in coming up with those types of things is the end in itself, because it makes you think about those things. Absolutely.
It does, and where you're going and where your company is and where you want to be.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. Great. So what else are you excited about in the conference?
Well, you know, I made so many good connections last year. You know, I would go, you know, myself, the networking part of it's fantastic. There's plenty of time in between, and especially now with the workshop format. I think a lot of the attendees are going to be able to meet and connect with a lot of local businesses. There'll be a lot of local businesses there, and all kinds of, the variety of businesses that were there last year really blew my mind. There were small one-person operations that were operating on the internet. There were large local company representatives there, and it was really neat. So I think just getting to meet your fellow business people is really nice, and I love doing that. I love chatting with people. I like to advance my knowledge on everything. You know, one of the things, you know, I would never say that I know everything. So I look forward. I mean, I learned so much last year too from the other presenters that I will definitely bring my notebook from when I'm not up there on the stage talking.
Yeah, it's always interesting to sit in on a class, because you do the stuff and then it's like you get this aha moment, because they have this little nugget that it's like, I never looked at it from that perspective.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's wonderful. Yeah.
And one thing actually personally I love is the questions, because when I hear questions from the audience, whether it's in a master class or whether it's in a large event, I know what people's concerns are, and I know, you know, from a business perspective and for what I do, it's important for me to know what people's challenges are on a daily basis. So the only reason I know what those things are is when I hear feedback from people who are willing to ask questions in those events. So I actually love it. I wish I could just have, you know, and there will be plenty of time for questions and answers during the event, but I love finding out what people are asking, because those are the challenges that they're facing, you know, on their own, and that's important to me.
Yeah, so we structured it this year, though, that the whole 60 minutes is the learning part, and then you can do those one-on-ones in the VIP lounge. Yeah, and we're having that VIP networking reception the night before, which I think for our attendees to take advantage of, to have all the speakers and the sponsors there, to get to know them before the next day is just so important.
Yep, yeah, 100%. And you know, again, it's such a great opportunity for me to learn again what business challenges people are facing, you know, because it changes. The industry that I'm in and that all our speakers are in changes so fast. That's, you know, that's one thing that I think is a lot of people don't appreciate how fast it changes. So when people are running into challenges, that's what we want to hear, so that we can figure out how to address them, you know, as service members that can help it. So absolutely, that's going to be exciting. I love the aspect of that the night before too, because that's something that I really look forward to. And this year, I don't plan on having any children the day before. So
do you think you're pretty sure that's not going to happen this year?
Yep. So I think that this year I will take advantage of the cocktail hour more than I did last year.
I know it was hard, but you were a trooper, but it was so worth it. I mean, I get so energized from meeting the attendees and learning about all their businesses, just like you said.
Uh,
Too, when people ask me who do I think should attend,
uh,
it's like in everyone, right? If
yeah.
you, whether you're a small entrepreneur, a small business with a shingle out, a company. We had a company last year that brought, who had multiple locations, that brought a person from every location
Yeah.
to benefit from it. So there were marketing managers, there were employees at companies that did the marketing. I think we're giving such a great overview of all the different topics that
Mhm.
there's something for everyone there.
Well, and at the price point, you look at other events like this, and I go to them all the time, and I speak at them sometimes, and the value is so incredible. If you learn one thing from this event, which you'll learn tons from all kinds of people. Obviously, that everybody learns. There's so many different topics that are there, but if you learn one thing, uh, from my presentation alone, either on AdWords or SEO, it's a tens or maybe hundreds of $1,000s difference to your business. So I think that if you look at it as a great investment, I know that people do. It's unbelievable. Again, the other things that I'm going to later in the year cost upwards of the 4 digits. So it's a great opportunity.
It is a great opportunity, an absolute great opportunity. I am so glad you were here today, Eli. This is our first live one. Now,
Okay.
it's supposed to have the URL on the top, but I'm going to tell everyone just in case that didn't work out on my first live broadcast here.
Uh-huh.
It's keys to digitalmarketingsuccess.com.
Mhm.
All the information is there. It tells you the speakers, the agenda, the sponsors. You can sign up there, and we would love to have you come and be part of our event.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you all. So thank you very much for having me. I'd love to that I'm the first one. Obviously, that means that I'm the favorite child of Virginia. So that's
Absolutely,
it's,
you are.
for everybody that's watching. Please, visit us at theloopmarketing.com. Come to the event. Feel free, please, to pull me aside, ask me questions, and I'm really looking forward to meeting every last person that's there if I have time, which I hopefully will. So thanks again
And
for
you
the
have a
time.
link to the event on your site?
We already have one, right? We have a link and a sign up and everything else. Yep.
Fabulous. We look forward to seeing you all over there, and I'll talk to you soon, Eli.
Sounds good. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.